everybody, welcome back to another episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Today we return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, guys, that's your fan-freaking-tastic day, most amazing Friday. We are back, and today there is unfortunately no revenge raid lined up, but no worries, we will go ahead and line up a revenge raid for us, or not a revenge raid, but a normal raid for ourselves, because I'm thirsty for raids. I want the loot, especially with the 2C4 that we still got over in our chopper for all of these shenanigans. So that's a ton of fun to be had. We got the hatchets here, and we are going to be down to the winner of the $25 iTunes/Play Store, a gift card giveaway a little bit later today. So tons of fan-freaking-tastic to go around, especially when you take into account this. What you guys are seeing right here is actually going to be some screenshots of Cloud. Again, you guys have seen a lot of Cloud from the Discord, the official Last Day on Earth Discord server, and here we have some more stuff of him actually talking to the server and explaining a couple things about the upcoming updates, which are very, very informative, and I thought we definitely should be going over. So without further ado, in this first screenshot, what you guys are going to be seeing is Cloud responding to some guy called Shrunk or whatever, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is that recoil is actually going to be something that is added in this upcoming weapon update. Apparently, I'm guessing that might be one of the bars as well that we saw in the sneak peek of the weapon customization and all the stats and different bars that would go up and down, different attachments and stuff. But I'm guessing that recoil might actually be one of those, and it appears that it will be a thing that affects automatic weapons. You will not be able to hold the attack button forever. You need to give the weapon some rest, or it will begin to start spraying off targets. So what this means is that this upcoming weapon update not only will be revamping how we customize our weapons and how we go about all of that jazz, but it will also be revamping how we actually go about shooting them and strategizing how we want to do the shooting and how we go about our battles, because now it appears, I don't think this will work, I don't think this will matter with semi-automatic weapons, at least from what he's saying. So if it's a single shot, it'll probably stay precise, especially, I think that the recoil is mainly to counteract fire rate, but hopefully on the other hand, if they are adding this, there will also be the potential. I'm just saying, there's recoil, there better be some chance of getting headshots on these zombies and enemies. You know what I'm saying? I think some criticals would be totally in order. Maybe that's one of the bars as well that they added in when it comes to the stats and whatnot of every single thing. So that's gonna be cool to be checking out. But I definitely don't want to dive into that. Just kind of let you guys know that we are again going to be getting weapon changes in this upcoming weapon update. It's not just going to revamp the gunsmith bench and how we customize it, but there will actually be differences in how weapons work. I don't think melee weapons will be affected in how we have to fight with them. But anyways, let's move on to screenshot number 2. What you guys are going to be seeing here is a Cloud respond and saying, what do you want? It said no, it will be a cooldown type of location where you can get melee weapons, mods, and recipe. I don't know if there should be commas there, but it says melee weapons, mods, recipes. So maybe there's just no commas, or maybe it I'm pretty sure it just means literally melee weapons, mods, recipes. So the mods for which the melee weapons are going to be needing can be found from the farm by the sounds of it. So very interesting, because the farm is going to be something that's not added initially in this weapon update, meaning that we might not be able to do crazy customization on the melee weapon front unless maybe we find some attachments, because again, from what he's saying, it does appear that we are going to need to actually find recipes and find them in the world, and it does appear that melee weapon recipes for the mods / attachments for melee weapons will be found at the farm location. So very interesting to note that the farm location will be something like that. And it does have me excited for when the farm update finally does come out, because I'm definitely gonna be going there like crazy. It is gonna be a cooldown type location, kind of like the witch's location over here, the bunker location where it's got like the timer cooldown and all that jazz. It's gonna be one of those. This is something we have known, but this is definitely a new development. The fact that you are going to be getting recipes, and the fact that recipes are something you can get from the world. The only recipe to ever be like this is the acid bath, which you have to get from collecting that one, kind of like just interacting with that one thing at the end of floor 3 into the bunker. It is the only known instance of us learning a recipe in the game, but it appears that recipe learning is actually going to be introduced with the farm update when this does come. I'm guessing maybe what might happen is we'll still be able to mod our melee weapons in the melee weapon update, but we'll actually be able to get recipes and craft the mods from scratch by ourselves when the farm does come. And I don't know if we'll be able to craft weapon mods too, because if you think about it, melee weapon mods are probably a bit more ghetto rigged and a bit more like, it makes sense for them to be crafted, you know, where it was like those gun attachments we were seeing in the teaser, those are some super professional looking attachments, all right? I'm just saying, I don't like, listen, if you toss me in a room with a bunch of materials, I'm not exactly going to be able to figure out how to craft a M16 or anything, even if I have the proper workbench. bench, all right, let alone some very like obscure attachments and stuff for it. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts if you think that weapon attachments will also get recipes, and maybe if we will also be getting them from a cooldown type of location. I don't think we will if they exist. The weapon recipes for ranged weapons, I don't think we'll be getting them from the farm though, because this does seem specific in this one that, hey, the farm is gonna have the melee weapon mod recipes. And finally, boom, the third screenshot from here where Cloud is saying that she of course being the witch, the thing that she drops is the horde cooldown. I'm guessing this is in response to a pretty common opinion that currently the witch doesn't drop anything fun, that the witch is pretty lame because all she does is stop the horde. And if you have level 3 walls, the horde really doesn't matter. It only tears down level 1 and level 2 walls, which can be annoying. But I feel like if you can defeat the witch, you can probably afford stone walls at that point. So it's a bit weird. It is cool when she drops her head and whatnot. But anyways, so what like the justification for not dropping necessarily anything is that she drops the horde cooldown, where while she is dead, the horde will not be reinvigorated and come back to haunt you for a couple of days, at least for now. That is she will end up in the future dropping bones with a small chance, meaning she'll have a chance of dropping bones in addition to her current head that she does drop. We don't know exactly the drop rate of that, at least I don't, because I've only gotten it once. Some people have said you can only have one in your possession at a time or something like that. I'm not 100% sure how that does work, but very interesting to note that the witch will be actually dropping bones as well, because in some of the melee weapon concept art recipes, we do have something labeled the big one bone as well, meaning it seems that they're gonna be making the bosses drop some bones and stuff. And actually, this is pretty interesting to think, because I think defeating the bosses will be a form of resource gathering, if you think about it, for crafting what will probably be, I'm guessing if you use boss bones for freaking melee weapon mods, I'm guessing it'll mod your weapons to be pretty powerful. So it's gonna be an interesting kind of encouragement of getting people another reason to attack bosses, which is honestly always a good thing. If there's ever additional reasons to go after bosses, go after resources, well, bada bing, bada boom, color me amazed. I'm interested, god darn it. But that's gonna wrap it up for the information that I have to share with all you beautiful boys and girls on today. Let me know what you guys think in that comment section down below. You guys' own thoughts, especially some of those, how you think the weapon mods will end up coming out, all that type of jazz, that anything you might have to add as well on top of the screenshots that we did take a peek skidoodles at today from the Discord server. And remind that comments push your third of the way into the weekly $1 at 2 please store a gift card giveaway. All you gotta do is well, make sure to like button, make sure to subscribe. That'll ensure you win on today's video. You can go and enter it on every single last Aerith video. One set of arrows around, we'll pick a random video from the past week, pick a random card for a random video, and that will be the video for the week. And we'll kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same day as well. So make sure y'all stay tuned, because today is that exact day. Today is Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, aka it's gonna be an exactly marvelous type of day. A little bit later in the video, we're announcing the winner, and already the new weekly giveaway has begun. Today is the first day of the week to get y'all entries in for the next giveaway, which is being announced on Saturday. So fan-freaking-tastic stuff there. Let's also go ahead and get you guys the bunker code for today, something I'm sure many of y'all would enjoy having. Today's bunker code is going to be 57743. If that's out of date by the time you try to use it, hopefully some fan-freaking-tastic person in that comment section down below has put an up-to-date version for all of our amazing community, the Snipe Gang, to use. And if not, why don't you go ahead and be that marvelous person and be as helpful as can be to the alls of us, because that's what I love. I love that we are so helpful and awesome like that, and y'all making me proud on the daily, I must say. We're also gonna put the we'll bring up, I don't know, I don't really want to bring this many hatchets though. I mainly just grabbed 5 from my inbox because the one quest was, hey, craft 5 hatchets, but grabbing them from your inbox also counts as that quest. Fun fact, so if you guys ever get finessed like I did into opening the single worst pack of all time, looking at you pack for unlock, it's not like I opened 150 of you straight, never got a C4, never forget. Yeah, so as a byproduct though, you do have a lot of hatchets, which I guess is a nice thing. Speaking of which, I guess we could bring a couple with us. That shouldn't be too big of a deal. All that I want is to start getting the Raiden blood boiling and having some fun with it. But yeah, like I was saying, can't wait to y'all. Gotta say that comment section, best of luck in the giveaway winner being announced today. For the past week, we're kicking off with the new one. Make sure your subscribe notification bell hits to stay up to date. Never miss a video, whether that be last down to get them entries in. Keep you up to date with the latest of information. Show off the latest of gameplay. Absolutely ASAP, as soon as possible. That's what ASAP means, in case you didn't know, although I think everyone knows what ASAP means. Even if you don't know what ASAP means, like letter by letter, you probably know what someone means when they say, hey, ASAP, you know, on the double, that type of stuff. I don't like, on the double, such a weird thing. On the double, what do you want, a double scoop of ice cream? No, making double time here. All right, you want me to take twice as long? No, half as long. Well, why are you saying double time then? I don't know, I'm just going out random. Ooh, oh my God, I'm about to steal infected crates. Can I can't, no. Are you serious? Let me take, no. That could have been so nice. At least it's not a steel bit. Oh my God. I think we finally got a quality base, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. This is looking suspiciously quality here. We have the C4 for this. I'm not seeing a hint of steel to protect the best of this man's base. And there's even some wood openings by the looks of it. This guy has spent a lot. Oh my goodness. He spent a lot on the protections of his land. Well, color me interested. But yeah, make sure to subscribe, notification bell, hit to stay up to date, not just with Last Earth, but also all the other dope survival games we are checking out as well. Prey Day, having a really fun time with that because already that game has clans in it, and well, me and Fuertes actually teamed up. We've been doing some fun. If you guys want, I don't want to talk too much about this. Is the Last Earth video, but if you want, watch from the beginning of the Prey Day series. There's like 4 episodes or something, nothing too crazy. But all right, let's get on topic here. We got a raid to focus upon. A little bit earlier, we were focusing upon some fan-freaking-tastic sneak peeks of the coming updates, which I cannot wait to dive on into, trust me when I said that. But I'm very interested if this is an opening here or if this is just gonna be a fake wall. I don't know. I'm definitely breaking that, and I'm definitely breaking into here. And if this gets me into this man's base, I will be ridiculously happy. It's probably it's a little bit walled out. So yeah, we are gonna be needing stone of some kind to get into this lad's base. I don't think that there's any type of level 2 opening, and this man has a lot of spikes. There's one over here on the one hand that we can kind of finesse our way towards, as you are kind of seeing here. We might be I don't know. Can we get I'm gonna do it. Listen, it's worth exploring. Okay, even at the chance of saving a C4, I say, YOLO, lads. Let's try and get in. Maybe if this is an opening, man, I'm gonna be, no, it's the gunsmith. But dang it. So, oh, you know what I can do? I'm just gonna, first off, let's not die. I'm gonna let all these dudes do the whole dying shindig for me. We gotta go a little bit full auto on a couple of these dudes, though. They got a little bit too much health. They're a little bit tanky. Yeah, though, we're definitely gonna have to blow in. We cannot get into here, which is kind of poopy. I just want to make sure we break into a good spot. You know what I mean? I don't want to C4 into something that is not worth C4ing, which is kind of why I want to break into there a bit. But, oi, what's this lad doing? Hello, lad. What took you so long to find me? I have no clue where that guy spawned in, but we do have the C4 at our disposal. God, I wish just let me, dude. It's right there, Kafir. I'm just saying, if you guys watch this, let us steal whatever's on the back of a motorcycle, because if I could steal an infected crate, this would already be, like, a huge victory. This would already be a W. This would already be a W in the W column for raids. Okay, so let's make it happen, por favor. Thank you. He does have a chest out here, so I guess if disappointment smacks us upside the face, we can look into that. I say we blow. Oh, no. Oh, no. I just realized it's gonna make some noise by breaking that too. No! Oh, we are in a little bit more. Dude, it's sectioned off and stuff. No! This is gonna be a tough little base to break into, but honestly, YOLO. We got one more C4, and god dang it, we have been blessed with what could finally be an amazing raid. Maybe even more C4 awaiting us. If we could take that infected box, there would definitely be more C4, so I'm a little bit peeved that that's not an option, that I can't just yeet that thing right off his bench, because that's literally 2 C4 within that box, man. That's our money back on the C4 that I'm about to blow on this raid. And yes, I am 100% about to blow it because it's promising, and so be it. I'm ready to grind for more, baby. All right, this is the best opportunity we've had. We'll be able to get into a very central type of location if all goes well. Boom! We got a couple of chests at our disposal, but it's not looking like it's very, there might be more in there, you know, I don't know. There are a couple of chests here though, so without further ado, let's begin breaking in, and maybe we can start finding some good stuff. All right, unless fishing rods are considered good, that is not happening yet. We're probably just ridiculously close to having a quality raid, and it hurts me. There's still a couple of chests we could break into though, but we have no more C4 at our disposal, which does kind of hurt my heart a lot, because there's only so many more chests to break into, and I honestly, oh, he's got a turret in there. Oh, lad, that would have been it. We could have battled our first Turrets, no. I mean, there wasn't really a better way for us to go. I mean, technically speaking, I guess there could be if we broke in. Well, we'd have to break a lot more of those too. We should have tried to break through some of the spikes, honestly. We should have. I was thinking maybe, here's why. I was thinking that, you know, maybe this would be a giant hollow one where there's only one layer of stone on the exterior. He is also sectioned off his rooms into different sections. This one doesn't have the workbench, so maybe we'll find some steel here, but yeah, so if I had known that this is what the base would be like, I'd definitely sacrifice some time to break some of those. It would sacrifice some noise, but it could save us a C4, and we could have gotten into here without having to break that. We could have gotten into there without having to break that, and then I'm guessing we could have gotten into, if you guys are looking at the base layout, there's probably, especially the way this is kind of sectioned off, I'm guessing a central room that is most likely where the turret is, because we only lock onto the turret when we are in this current corner, so there's probably a turret smack and dab in the middle of the base, and it is not a turret that we are going to be fighting. He's probably protected the very best of the stuff that this guy has to offer, and maybe we'll come across some okay things, but dang, man, a good raid, but not enough of C4 to fuel, and that's insane, dude. I remember back in the day, 2 C4, you were a rich man. If you raided somebody, you had 2 C4, odds were you're getting the very best of that man's loot, but that's really no longer the case. Like, 2 C4, as you guys have seen, even a couple times we've used 2 C4. It's gotten you close, but no cigar, and this is one of those no cigar type of situations. Dang, man, you know what, from here on out, I don't think I can, I'm not ever gonna bank on it being a hollow base again. All right, next time, I'm not gonna break in through the corner. I'm gonna try to break in through kind of like the center of the base, if that makes sense, because his base goes from there to there. So instead of breaking in a corner, it probably would have been smarter for us to break into there. So spikes be damned. All right, I will chop those down next time. Even if the base does end up being hollow at this point, it could save us an entire C4. Losing some noise, even if the base ends up being hollow, I think for being a bit safer with our C4 should be a pretty good investment, because right now, dang, another smack at the hand of disappointment. I'm really getting sick and tired of these smacks, dude. But at least I will say that this raid was, this is a reasonable raid. I will say if raids were more like this, that'd be all right. It just sucks that it just seems like way more raids require C4. And before, raiding was something you could do even if you didn't have if you didn't have C4, that's all good. You know, I mean, odds were you probably were just gonna get like a base with level 2 walls and stuff, and it would have fair loot. It wouldn't be insane, but it'd be fair. But now it seems that they've just made raiding even more late game, and it just sucks because C4, there's no new ways of getting it. Like, if they make new fun ways of getting C4, that's a different story. But for now, it's literally just rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat the bunker, and then maybe hope you get lucky at some red zones and whatnot. That's about the main ways you can get C4, unless you want to get lured in by the tail of the packs for unlocking. Let me say, don't get lured in. All right, not worth it. I've opened 150 straight. Definitely did not even get one through that, so that was so great, so great. And we do have one more chest over here we can break into as well. Maybe that one will be good to us. Who knows? We gotta hope at this point. Okie dokie, artichoke. We got this thing over here. We want to put some things away into it. What do we want to put away? I don't know. What do the raiders value highest? Probably some oak, if you ask. I still hate that we use that C4, man. Oh, seriously. Just always the raids, man. I feel like every single raid we get teases us, all right? Like, we're always like 1 C4 away from juiciness, you know what I mean? Because this time, I'm just saying, maybe it would have been 2 C4 to get into that central room. Honestly, though, if we broke into that room first, 1 C4 there, 1 C4 on this wall, if the room was of similar proportions, and we would have been in. So it just goes to show, take your time. Don't rush through and really kind of think through. My line of thinking was it's a hollow base. It was not a hollow base. That's why I thought he had ridiculous amounts of spikes around this. Seriously, I've never seen these types of spikes around stone bases like this. This was a promising base, and unfortunately we blew it. We do have 1 more chest to break into here. 4 chops it is. We're at 3. Once this opens, the gates of hell will open up, and the big one will start running, and that is when we start running away. Absolutely nothing good. We got a little bit of white paint though. Oh, hello, big one. How you doing, buddy? Please clear out the way. This is the only exit way, and it's a very tight fit, and I'm getting the hell out of Dodge. Not my type of place. God, I still can't believe the effect. Like, dude, why is that not a thing? Why can't, like, did he bolt it down? Ooh, I am tempted by this. Listen, if we got smacked in the, I don't have enough fuel for it. My gird, can I run to Bunker Bravo first and then drive over there? I hope so, because 28 fuel is still a fair amount of fuel, and we got some energy to spare, and the bunker hasn't quite reset. We could go and battle the witch as well to kind of get the horde off our back for a little bit. Let's get to driving. And now that we have arrived using a fresh 13 fuel, I'm gonna go and take out my frustrations. At least we got some white paint too. I guess we did get some rare paint, so it's kind of okay, but I know that central room would have been juicy. This man had a turret protecting his base. All right, a turret is a sign of some good loot. Turrets are not cheap. They take steel, they take all that type of jazz, and unfortunately, we were on the wrong side of history for today. But maybe a quick stop over here at the rest stop will be able to help cheer us up a little bit. You know what else is an awesome way of cheering you guys up? Why don't we go ahead and announce the winners of past week's $25 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway. Huge congratulations to the randomly chosen video, of which it was, the comment was chosen on when we found out actually that the new big one loot is coming, which is the big one bone. And today, funnily enough, we're talking about the witch bone. So if you guys don't know about the big one bone I was talking about, definitely a good video to check out, along with taking some peeks at some of the new melee weapons that are coming as well, and the new melee weapon attachments and mods that will be possible. But a huge congratulations to the homie Foxtrot 115 saying, who knows, maybe with the different variations of the weapons, there's different speeds and of course damage depending on the parts you create. And I think a Foxtrot that you are onto something, especially because this comment was before that dope video came out the other day of the customization going on of a weapon. So Foxtrot, I like what you gotta say, but you know what else that hopefully you will like. You are the winner of the past week's $25.2/Play Store gift card giveaway. There will be a link in my pinned comment, most likely, if you're to go ahead, and there's gonna be the message inbox. Go over there, find my message, reply to me, let me know Android and iOS, and I'll get over to getting you that code on the lickety split. And in the meantime, everyone else, I'm sorry that this was not the week, but best of luck, lads and lassies, in the new giveaway that begins today for the week. And hopefully, speaking of luck, hey, if you guys could wish me some luck with getting some good C4 raids and making good decisions during that, that'd be awesome. But I really hope that would have been, dude. See, if that was a hollow base, I would have made a smart move by breaking into that stone wall, because then it would have all been open and would not have had to waste any noise breaking into any of the spikes or anything. But unfortunately, it was not a hollow base. There was rooms and it was sectioned off, and it hurt my soul. I'm surprised, dude, even inside the man's head stone. Like, seriously, we're coming across much better defended bases nowadays compared to what we were getting before. I guess maybe it's just the new era, man. That's what we gotta get used to, all right? I'm just used to the old, all right? Out with the old and with the new, I suppose. And as such, out with the old chopper riders, in with hopefully all of you wonderful lads and lassies getting yourselves the chopper gas tank. Best of luck with that, by the way. Haven't quite wished it to you today. I usually do that near the end of the episode, but like I'm saying, yeah, best of luck to you guys with that. Ooh, this is literally like the exact same quality. Would you look at that? But yeah, hopefully you guys will replace these, and hopefully you'll be a lot friendlier and I don't shoot you on sight. Although, to be fair, these guys were kind of just minding their business. They are buttholes, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they're not the nicest of people if you try to approach them. But to be fair, I didn't even try. I just kind of like, oh, hey, look, people with motorcycles. Beep, 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 beep. Next thing you know, you're done, no son. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more hydration in. And let's loot up the boats of these choppers and see what secrets they might contain. Ooh, I like the secrets that they contain. This is very good. Let's eat that up. Bring in a brand new assault rifle and bring the red ticket crate in for real. Like, these events are bait. If you have a chopper, just please, I'm begging of you, go to these every single time. I know sometimes during videos I don't go to them every single time. That's because maybe we're in the middle of doing other stuff, but they should, ooh, new helmet. They should appear a couple of times in a row. I think they'll show up like 3 or 4 times if you miss them until they like despawn for the day. At least last I checked, that is how it works. So like the good news is that I can go back after the videos and get them and whatnot. But yeah, just make sure you guys capitalize on them. As you guys are seeing, the loot is very worthwhile, and honestly, we used less than an M16. We got an M16 back plus all of this other awesome loot. Yes, thank you. And I actually don't mind grabbing the zip gun, because in yesterday's video and preview of the new weapon update alpha, there was a pretty interesting revelation we were able to make. What is that revelation, you might ask yourself? Well, that revelation is that the zip gun is gonna be one of the moddable weapons. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wasn't expecting the zip gun to be there, but there's a couple of unexpected people on the list of things. First, you got the zip gun, then you got the bow and arrow, which honestly shocked me. I think it's gonna have 4 different attachment slots too, which is pretty crazy. There's probably gonna be a couple other surprising ones, but at least from the ones that we've seen confirmed so far, the zip gun, definitely a thing, and the bow and arrow, definitely a thing. But what other, I wonder if, is the torch gonna be customizable? Like, technically speaking, it is a weapon. Can we customize the torch? Anything else here? But that's really cool that they're giving the bow some love, and maybe it will turn into something awesome with this update if you mod it properly. Maybe customize the arrow, get some explosive tipped arrows. Yes, please. I would absolutely kill for some arrows with explosive tips, because that makes the big boom a hell of a lot more portable than it was before. Anyways, we return here. Hello, my Raider brethren. What do you have in store? Remember our deal. Give me my share. Don't ruin the reputation. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What you want, what you want. You like that? Oh, he actually does just. All right, well, there you go. Some brand new clothes for you. All right, actually, can I just give you a single med kit? Will that make you? All right, not bad. That's what I like to hear, given the fact I'm at 200 reputation, so I really don't care how high that goes. Kafir's really got to add something that reputation does. I think that they said they want to do something with it moving forward, but for now, it's just a number that goes up. Like, there are multiple people up at 200 for it too. So hopefully they start doing something with that. As you guys can see, we are healing up at base too, because especially after our last bunker run and some of the perks we got there, we do have the marvelousness of, I still can't believe we haven't gotten a single active perk, dude. We are seriously so unlucky in that regard. But if we go on over to homebody, we now heal because we got 3 tiers of that. Every 8 minutes we will fully heal at our base. So all that means is that we slowly heal a couple, I think like 5 health at a time every once in a while. But here's what I want to do. Let's call the raiders in. Let's see what they want. Maybe they'll finally give us the mythical witch quest. I don't think the witch is a possible quest for the raiders yet, unfortunately, but you gotta admit it would be pretty freaking dope if we could kill witch and get a little bit of quest. Yeah, because the witch is, well, I mean, if the Bloodhound's already dead, you can't really kill him again, at least for a couple of days, which can kind of slow down the process. So having a choice between the two could be pretty cool. And second floor, 15 toxic abominations, 15 spike traps, some armor, and some turrets. I want, ooh. Oh, it says meeting a turret in the bunker. I was gonna say, I wonder if fighting a turret at someone's base could account for this too. But I'm gonna go ahead, put away a little bit of loot, and we're gonna armor up. And we are taking on the witch. She probably won't drop a bone, but that's okay, because she's sending her hordes my way, and I'd like to stop such shenanigans from happening. So, BRB. And I'd say we're looking pretty ready, besides the couple of random stuff in my inventory that I just couldn't find a chest for right away. But that's all right, because it's not like we're gonna be picking up tons of loot from the witch yet, because until she stops dropping that bone, then hopefully we could use to mod some super cool weapons. Unfortunately, she will not be super helpful in that regard, so that is kind of poopy. But again, I'm sick and tired of this horde attacking us. She did already send one, which means that I don't think this one can be called back or anything, but you can at least prevent her from doing more. And we are gonna need to spend a little bit of coinage to finish that run, because we didn't have the fuel and we could have won and got it. But I just want to go. I want to defeat this witch, and I am sorry if I do sound a little bit poopy, but my throat, I have been diagnosed, dun dun dun, with streps. That's very poopy, but I am taking antibiotics and stuff for it. But I'm just trying to hopefully not record as crazy much as I usually do, because I usually try to record a lot. But I mean, this past week has been a pretty big struggle, because my throat's been killing. Finally went to the doctor. They're like, yeah, you got a pretty bad case of strep. I'm like, oh great. Yeah, probably should have came here earlier. Yet here we are, but all's good. Hopefully we'll start feeling better soon. But I'm just saying, hopefully y'all can cut me a little bit of slack in that regard, and the fact that it hurts to talk, and YouTube is a lot of talking, especially my videos, man. Y'all know me. Y'all know the words that just, it's like a never-ending stream coming out of my mouth. It's just something about it, man. Something about it. All right, where is the witch? Is this the witch? Oh, freaking the bush. That's what that is. All right, this is the witch. This is good news. We can maybe kill the witch with the shotgun, or do we save the shotgun and first hit her with this? I think we hit her with this. We'll do this first volley. We'll switch to the shotgun really quickly. we'll take things from there. I think that's a relatively solid plan. And we got carrots to keep us fortified with vitamin, whatever carrots vitamin have, whatever vitamins carrot have. You know what I mean? Hello, witch. How do you do? Please do not kill me too hard. Thank you kindly. Don't do. Okay, there you go. She's swarming. And these these boys and girls are gonna be coming. Ow! I hate that I'm the only one that hurts myself on these things. Oh no, we got a big old train getting run today. Not what I was expecting. Let's make sure to get our heals in. And okay, and let's get one last heal in. And accept our fate! Oh, heal again! Marvelous, marvelous, absolutely marvelous! And then we can finish the rest of these relatively stress-free. I say relatively, but there will definitely still be some stress, so cut me some slack there. Because the witch is making her triumphant return. I don't want to deal with you right now, witch. All right, I'll deal with you right now, witch. I'm scared of her hug. Her hug of death. That thing does a lot of damage, actually. Look at that. I gotta. Oh! Oh! All right, well, I suppose I can't start blowing her up. Actually, let's get a shotgun up in there. Oh, no! Heal, heal, heal. Okay, there we go. Woo! Oh, oh. Eat shotgun rain, foul fiend! Don't you dare keep on doing that to me. Okay, oh my god, and she's doing that thing again. All right. These things are gonna start running at us. We just gotta be prepared. Let's get ready for the heals. Unfortunately, I did run around, so when we do this cutting, there are gonna be random things that aggro onto us too, which is also not fun. But if we kill these things fast enough, hopefully the witch won't have too much health, and hopefully we don't blow through everything, and hopefully we don't become naked. That is a very big concern we gotta worry about. All right, let's heal up. What? Oh no, our armor broke. We can't. No. Okay, so here's a slight problem. You know that grenade launcher trick. Yeah, that only works if you have armor on. We didn't have any more armor on. We would have just blown ourselves up. Okie dokie, hunky dory. Well, that's unfortunate. And as y'all can probably see, we are back home. I have conceded defeat for the witch for the time being because I mean, I did bring this with, but yeah, we're still gonna blow ourselves up because explosives do a lot of damage. So unfortunately, we did kind of just blow through some weaponry. I thought that our stuff would last, but I guess not. It was very close to lasting. We were so close because that witch, she was not going to regenerate all the way. She was probably going to regenerate maybe up to 800 or so, and we could have absolutely massacred her with the rest of the shotgun. But at least we didn't use too much of the shotgun, so that's good since we're starting to run a little bit low. But yeah, we got to go. We got to armor back up. We are a little bit low, like all of our SWAT armor, those low health, which is kind of poopy. So the bunker does reset tomorrow, however, so hopefully we can get some brand new armor from there. I love some SWAT from there, but if not, we could go about and maybe even craft our own SWAT. Worst case scenario, something along those lines. I mean, we could do it with tack armor too. I've had some very close calls with tack armor though, which is just why I'm a bit reluctant on that. But given some, they're not really technical difficulties. They're more difficulties of the I don't want to die when I blow myself up. As weird of a sentence as that sounds to me, that's the type of difficulties we're talking about. So that's gonna go ahead and just start wrapping up this episode of Last Day on Earth. No worries, however, the witch, she will fall. But in the meantime, I cannot wait to hear what y'all gotta say in that comment section down below about the screenshots that we went over today in all of their beauty and amazeness. Make sure to go ahead and let me know in that comment section down below. In addition, best of luck to the brand new $25 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway as well. If you won this past week's giveaway, link to the inbox of which your message will be in the pinned comment if you don't know how to get there. Find my message, reply to it, bada bing, bada boom. Let me know iOS or Android, and we'll hook it up from there. But that's gonna go ahead and start wrapping up for me for now. Best of luck to you guys, gals, get your chopper gas tank, joining the chopper squad. And best of luck breeding your puppets, leveling up your skills, protecting your walls, going out on raids, defeating the witch, collecting her head as weird and psychotic as that sounds, getting past the multiplayer wall, and most important of all, having yourselves an absolutely fantastic time all throughout. But it's gonna go ahead and do it for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one. I'll talk to you next one. See ya.